Hi, it's Taryn here, and I have another trash to treasure video for you. This was a free little end table I got off of the Facebook Marketplace this time. So, as with every piece, I'm starting with cleaning it, wiping it down, and this had a little extra stuff on top, so I'm using a magic eraser because it really cuts through everything without damaging the wood or the piece at all, but I make sure to get everything off because you can't stain or paint or anything with gunk on your piece. And you can see that, yeah, gross. Now I'm just giving this a light sand. I'm going to use a gel stain on it because I can't go too far through the top. It does have a veneer on it. So I'm just giving it a scuff sand, and then I'm using a gel stain instead of a regular stain because gel stains kind of penetrate and sit on top. And that's just a spray bottle of water to get all the dust off. Clearly, I have an amazing little helper. So yeah, this is the gel stain. It just kind of sits in there, kind of revives the top. I didn't take the old stain all the way down. I just wanted to make sure that I filled in scratches and things like that, little imperfections that were on there from use. Now I'm wiping it all back. Yeah, this drawer had some nail polish in it. I ended up having to use nail polish remover to get it out. It was not awesome. This is a really cool piece of hardware. I'd never seen one like this before where it had like the cutout metallic piece in it as well. I'm giving the whole piece a coat of a deep blue. I want to say I did, I'm going to say like 2.5 coats of paint with this one. There was, like, I want to say 2 bleed through issues, so that's why the and a half. Can we all just agree that painting legs is annoying? Oh, so this is a fun trick. You can take your gloves that you're using and shove your brush inside instead of getting a sandwich baggie. And since I'm going to come back to this table to do extra coats, it's just going to keep my brush wet instead of having to wash it out and waste a bunch of paint. I'm keeping it inside my glove. Of course, now the glove is garbage, but it's fine. So I'm sealing the top now with some poly because I'm going to do multiple coats on the top of the table and just 2 on the bottom. So I always start with the top and then I can finish doing this is the second coat on the rest of it. And then by the time I'm finished with everything and I go to seal the base with poly, I'll do the top again just so that it's getting extra protection. That was me noticing some bleed through, which is not exciting. This part, however, is exciting. Just making the drawer pop with this. And I thought this was going to be enough. I mean, it's amazing and beautiful. That's Rub and Buff. But I love the way the hardware turned out. But I'm going to add something a little extra to it as well. Another coat of poly. And I always go with the grain, and I always use a sponge to apply this, never a bristled brush. And that one goes into a glove as well. Okay, so I ended up wanting to add a little something extra on the bottom shelf there because it just looked a little too plain. So I found this really awesome stencil, and then I stenciled it with gilding wax so you can only kind of see it when the light hits, and it's gorgeous. But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna add it to the drawer front as well. And it just, like, I feel like it took the piece to a whole nother level. If any of you know who that is, feel free to comment below. Yeah, so there's the shellac on the bleed through there, which means I'm gonna have to paint that again and then poly over that. This is just light sanding between the layers of poly just so that I get a really smooth finish, and then I'll go through and do another layer. And then of course I'm doing my drawer sides because I can't not. There's plenty of room. They're lovely dovetail drawers and they've just got to be extra fancy. I just like the extra pop of something when you open them. I think it's lovely. I do take it down a little bit with some sandpaper so it's not abrupt. Yeah, that hardware in the center of that stencil, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I love it. I was actually sad to see that. I'm sad to see most of my pieces go. Yeah, so the paint has dried on the drawer side and I'm just taking it down a little bit to give it a little wear, make it look a little more lived in. And then it'll get sealed as well. Of course, drawer liner. You don't have to, but it's nice, especially since, like I showed you before, there was that nail polish inside. And then I just use a card to squeegee it on, make sure it's all smooth and everything like that, and then I'm just taking an X-Acto knife to grab the little excess that's sticking up on the side because it wasn't cut perfectly to fit inside. But it will be when I'm done. For the final result. Yeah, it turned out beautifully. I listed it for $50. I got $50. It went in about a week. I had a bunch of people interested first, and then they kind of fell through until finally one girl was like, I'll come get it right now. So here's another before shot, and then you can see the end result again. If you guys like these videos, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.